What is up, everyone? Max Lin here, and welcome to episode number 9 of Themindhere. This is my bi-weekly update to everyone about upcoming works for this channel, discussing the process that goes into my videos, and talking about other things that come to mind. It also serves as a way to keep myself accountable and externally motivated to get my work done. If you're interested in how I make my music and videos, feel free to take a look at my previous episodes, and welcome to all of you who are listening to me for the first time. If you're enjoying my content and want to see more, please consider subscribing. Alright, let's start with updates to the transcription I'm currently working on. Unfortunately, the process has been taking longer than I anticipated. Originally, I wanted this transcription to be done in 2019, but as of now, I'm still working on the accompaniment. With that being said though, I did make considerable progress on it, and should be on target to finishing this transcription by the end of January. Over the course of the winter break, I was able to spend some time thinking about what I wanted the bass to sound like, and finished about 2/3 of the piece. Come to think of it, the reason why it took so long was probably that I was thinking too hard about the bass pattern. That was one of the lessons I learned over the break. Don't make things complicated for the sake of complexity. In most pieces, the accompaniment is just the chords being played in some arpeggiation or harmony. Sometimes there's an interesting pattern, but that's usually it. I sorta jumped too far and tried making an interesting pattern without first getting familiar with the more simple patterns. It took me some time, but I dialed back and managed to proceed with bass writing. On a side note, I also removed the descriptor words above the measures that I tried putting in for my last transcription, because it just didn't seem right to me, so I'll just be using those to help me as I write my bass and remove them as I go from now on. Whoa, what's this? I haven't seen this before. If you are wondering that, you're right. This is the first time-lapse of my FL Studio exercise as I was learning about it. I finally managed to start learning FL Studio over the break, and I found a really good YouTuber who has some heavily underrated tutorials. I'll link the channel in the description along with the tutorial series if anyone is interested. I'll most likely post some of my exercises and early songs out there just because, but it'll take some time before an actual song comes out. The same goes for Tao, which I began experimenting with. There's much less out there about how to use it, especially for VCCV English, so I might need to do some exploring on my own. For the most part though, I have a path forward, so I look forward to some new stuff on my channel. Here we come to the other stuff section. We have a comment from Alfred Pros, thank you by the way, asking what my favorite house music is and why I like it so much, and also how I got to know it in the first place. Let me start with that first one. So, if we're talking about my favorite type of house, then it's gotta be melodic house. If it's a favorite song, then it's Living by Picasonic. What I like about it? Well, for me, I enjoyed the poppy style of a distinct melody line plus some nice bass. It's just catchy, and the ones I've heard, I love how they're mixed and articulated. I got to know house through this YouTube channel called Firefly Music, just from YouTube surfing at one point, and they showed what type of music the song is, so that's how I knew I liked house. Righty, some more stuff. One thing I noticed about myself is that, for the most part, my decisions are sort of volatile at the moment. Everything's changing around and getting settled in, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, although I'm sure it annoys some people that I keep changing targets and goals almost as if I'm just drawing them around the results I've gotten. However, I think this is just how anything in its early stage goes. With startups, they move fast, fail often, and change swiftly. So it's more worth it to put energy into exploring and investing in the right things before starting to work with and exploit the knowledge I already know. After all, I don't start out with all the knowledge I need. It's interesting to me though because it parallels a lot of basic life principles and it connects very different things in unimaginable ways. My channel might still be sort of volatile until I get everything sorted out, but in the meantime, it'll be a fun case study for me in the future. Speaking of trying new things though, I am considering starting a Patreon. I know, there's nothing really to support at the moment, but I'm hoping I can build out my content and reach more people. I most likely won't be monetizing my work anytime soon, but it would be nice to have some passive income. This is something I'll work on later though, when I have something to show for. For now though, I'm exchanging my content for personal experience and social credit from other people. It's just a thought I had, and since I'm going to college soon, I could really use some money. If you have any ideas or thoughts on it though, let me know in the comments section down below. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you to everyone who watches these updates. It gives me feedback on my work and in turn helps me provide better content for everyone to enjoy. Even if nobody watches them though, it still gives me a motivational prod. Watch it or not, I still appreciate all the support everyone has given me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know in the comments section down below. As always, I'll leave you with my work in progress. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.